From let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I am so disappointed right now. Uh, Anthony Joshua did what he needed to do. He dissected Wallin, broke him down. He actually looked as sharp. I was most worried between Joshua and Wilder. I was really most worried about Joshua, and it was the complete opposite. It was the complete opposite. Joshua looked at sound. I mean, and I don't know what I was thinking. It was really more hope that Wilder would show up and be something different. And I knew he wasn't going to be anything different. At 38 years old, what can change from him? And it's true when they say can't teach a old dog new tricks, and that's a prime example. There's no showing him. He started boxing at 26, I think. There's no at this point trying to show him new things. He got into boxing because he had a devastating right hand, and that was it. That's all he could bring to the table was the right hand. And once that got neutralized, and every time once it's gotten neutralized, he's had nothing else. Nothing else. A buddy of mine was saying how Mayweather offered to train him and he declined. And I'm sure he declined because he don't have it in him. He doesn't have it in him to start showing him how to use a left jab, how to circle right and circle left, depending on what, the boxer is doing. He doesn't have those fundamentals. He had a right hand and that's it. And I don't know what's left for him. I really don't know what's left for him. I'd say at this point in life, I'd say it would be time to hang up the gloves. Seriously. He needs to hang them up. Right here. Hang them up. Here you go, Wilder. Put him down there. Because I don't even see a decent fight that he can have without the serious risk of getting knocked out. Dead serious. I don't see what else he can bring forth to the table at this point. Now, from what I've gathered is that Usyk and we can still, I guess from what I've been gathering, there still can be a super fight in place, but it just has to boil down to this Usyk fight that's coming up here, and Fury can beat Usyk. So if Fury beats Usyk, then of course we'll have the Joshua Fury fight, which I had much rather had seen Wilder and Joshua, but at this point in the heavyweight division, you pretty much got to get what you can take, what you can get, because the top heavyweights are pretty much washed. They're all in their late 30s, and that's just for me. It's more of a disappointment to see, the talent of the heavyweight division, because 25 years ago it was a major competition. Now to me it looks like it's a bunch of older fighters, potentially fighters that should be cruiserweights. To be totally honest, Wilder should have dropped in weight, and went down a weight class. He probably would have had a more successful run. But, I'm just curious to what you guys think would be next up for Wilder, if anything. What's next for Parker? He destroyed Wilder for 12 rounds. What would be next for that dude? It would be real interesting to, maybe let Anderson, young heavyweight, let's start throwing him out here with these names, because I think that he has just as much potential to be a top heavyweight as any of these dudes are. And we're holding on. It felt like with the heavyweight division, we're holding on to the past with these older fighters. I'd rather just see a new breed come up, even maybe have a heavyweight tournament, anything to spark this division, because the heavyweight division has always been the bread and butter of boxing. Now, honestly, It's the welterweight, 136 division, 140 division, all that weight class. Those weight classes there seem to be way more popular than the heavyweight division. I mean, if you even go through top heavyweights, it's almost shameful. I'm gonna pull up the list. Let's just take a look out of curiosity what we got here. So we got Fury, who's older, Usyk, Wilder, Joshua, Andy Ruiz, that Zhang kid who 26-1-1, Josh Parker, who's another older fighter, Frank Sanchez. I mean, I don't know. Down the bottom of the list when you got Jared Anderson and Horgovic. Besides that, it's really not much going on in the heavyweight division, and they need to bring some excitement to that division. So, let me know what you think. We also had Dimitri Bevil fight tonight, which was a great fight. I thought that he did what he needed to do. I was expecting a knockout from him. However, he did win his fight after the huge layoff from his injury. And he gave a good fight, light heavyweight. I don't know what's next for him. I really would like to know what you guys think should be next up for him as well. So, we'll see. We will see. And be sure to follow, subscribe, comment. Until next time, I'm out.